I walk out to somebody with the radio. I said, hey, talk to the back. When do you guys want me to go? What's happening? I was informed about the beer can incident actually shortly before that. They told me that they, made up, shook hands, hugged it out multiple times. So it was going to be fine, but they just want to make sure.
And they're saying that he apparently had a beef with Syko Stu. We didn't even know about this either. So
I don't like Raja. I think Raja's a shit person for what he did. But I think AJ's a bigger shit person for gassing him up to be in that fucking ring, to leading him to ruin his own fucking life.
His receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him a receipt, go tag his shit.
To hurt somebody that AJ also has a fucking problem with. You can't fucking tell me that's not, I don't believe in coincidence.
He was basically trying to put the blood on someone else's hands.
Exactly, because he's not going to do it himself.
Hey, I think that's a...
Oh, you don't. Easy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah, hello.
I apologize.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were tag his shit.
guys, we have an update on the Rampage Jackson's son situation where he, basically had attempted murder on Syko Stu, the wrestler that he was supposed to do a spot with. A lot of people have covered it already, but the update is here.
Doug has been all over the news today over something that's going super viral right now, because for those of you guys that haven't heard, Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson's son, tried to yesterday, and Doug was actually the one who pretty much stepped in and saved them. What actually happened to Stu? How bad are his injuries?
Broken facial bones is from what I'm hearing. Missing teeth. Has no recollection of what happened. Incoherent. And then even from the people closest to it now that I'm disassociating with, they won't even put up the full story. Stu's up. I'll put it this way. What happened yesterday is he choked on his own blood.
On his own teeth, I heard.
Yeah, teeth and blood.
And he lost all of his teeth, right?
A lot of them, yeah. Broken facial bones. He was out on the slam, and then the guy had made contact multiple times. I remember seeing that, kind of being in shock, and then I just went. Outside of that, running in, there was other people that could have got involved that I made eye contact with, but they just stayed by the stage. Let me put it this way. I'm sorry to Stu that the people that said that they were your friends let this happen.
Yeah, as you guys can see, the wrestler who stopped the entire situation, Doug, is on the Scaling Up podcast, describing the whole bizarre situation that occurred, and basically going into detail about some things that we didn't even know about, where you got to question this wrestling organization, because he's talking about, like, they're asking him to go out there to basically be security while Syko Stu's doing this, bit with Rampage Jackson's son, Raja Jackson.
From what I understand, you weren't part of that match, that segment. How did you end up out there in the middle of the ring during this match?
I just got done with my match. I was blown up, took the heat, did the shit. Then I get a whisper by somebody, hey, something is not right. I might need you to go out there and check a scenario. This guy's going to do a spot. When does the spot happen? Oh, we'll let you know. Well, you want to let me know, but you're not telling me when the cue is, when is the spot supposed to happen. You're just going to let me know just in case. Right, so I'm stuck waiting for this cue. I walk out to somebody with the radio. I said, hey, talk to the back. When do you guys want me to go? What's happening? I was informed about the beer can incident actually shortly before that. They told me that they, made up, shook hands, hugged it out multiple times. So it was going to be fine, but they just want to make sure. I talked to the person out front with the radio. I walk back to the ring. I see the slam. I see the first punch, second punch. And by then I'm at people in front of me and I just start moving. I kind of wish I would have just sprung on the slam.
It seems like they kind of wanted you there just because you're the only one who can shoot, which in wrestling means for real fight, right?
It felt like it. Like how you'd use a dog. Like, hey, we'll send to go do this.
But the fact that they told you to watch out and, be ready, and the fact that this had nothing to do with any of the storylines kind of shows that this was premeditated, right?
And it's like, what? Why would you need him to be secure? First of all, you should have security. That's number one. Number two, you should have many wrestlers, whoever's out there, protecting Syko Stu. But more than anything, why are you concerned about this situation with Raja Jackson and Syko Stu? Like, did they know that Raja Jackson was gonna fly off the handle and do something like this? Like, it's bizarre. Like the way, he describes it and how they told him right after his wrestling match to go out there and basically be security just in case something happened.
I was kind of in shock. I saw Stu. I saw the punches. It felt like slow motion. I'm looking around. I'm looking at Stu's friends staring at me, not running in. I'm only running in.
So, you guys see it right there. And, I got to add, like, the first thing I thought when I first watched the ridiculous video, Raja Jackson absolutely going bonkers, is the referee. Like, what is he doing? I understand it's a small guy and he can't really do much with Raja Jackson, but still, you gotta be a man, like, try to stop it. Like, he just stands there basically like he's Mario Yamasaki. I'm not trying to be funny here, but it's like, you guys remember Mario Yamasaki if you're an MMA fan. Like, this guy's just standing there while, Raja Jackson is just going to town on Syko Stu. It's crazy. Like, and then the other guy, it's almost like he was acting to try to get Raja Jackson off. He's not even trying to get him off. I don't know if he was scared of him or whatever, but it's crazy. And that's why you got to commend, this wrestler, Doug, who steps in there and who put a stop to the entire melee that was going on. And, Syko Stu basically lying there, after taking like countless punches. He was unconscious from the slam, and then 20 plus punches. That's all we know of, right? When he jumped in to stop it, which he successfully stops Raja Jackson's, barrage of punches, is when you see the other wrestlers come out of nowhere and now everyone wants to help out. It's like, he explains it in the podcast. It was almost like no one else wanted to step in.
I just went in there to stop it first, because I was kind of in shock. I saw Stu. I saw the punches. It felt like slow motion. I'm looking around. I'm looking at Stu's friends staring at me, not running in. I'm only running in.
When he stepped in is when you see everyone else all of a sudden like jumping in and everything. And he says that he wasn't, basically ringside, that he had to, jump over people and try to get to the situation where you had people ringside, you had people close by, you had the damn ref inside, the ring, and the other wrestler who's doing the work, and he literally is like pretending to pull off Raja Jackson, not even trying. And it's like, ref could have jumped on him, the other guy could have grabbed his arms, do something, grab these arms, whatever you got to do, right? Let's be a man. Like, both of these guys are pathetic. Like, the ref didn't even want to try to engage. And then the other guy, it's like, come on, man. Are you kidding me? You would think Raja Jackson is the Hulk. He's not that big of a guy. Like, it's like he's bigger than that guy, but it's like, come on, man. Put some effort into just grab his arms so that he doesn't keep punching, the other wrestler. But anyways, I wanted to, provide this update. Of course, we know now that, Syko Stu is in a desperate situation. Even though, he's alert and everything, they're saying that he's in critical care, and, they're talking about like, this guy was just like, basically lost a bunch of teeth.
Broken facial bones is from what I'm hearing. Missing teeth. Has no recollection of what happened. Incoherent. And then even from the people closest to it now, that I'm disassociating with, they won't even put up the full story. Stu's pretty, I'll put it this way.
And like, just a wild situation, and the whole thing goes left. And they also criticize the guy in the cowboy hat. I forgot what his name is, but he's the one that's psyching on Raja Jackson and telling him to, get his get back and all of this stuff.
I think the culmination between his dad picking on him and all his daddy issues came out and all the shit that AJ gassed up into his head. Because let me put it this way. I don't like Raja. I think Raja's a shit person for what he did. But I think AJ's a bigger shit person for gassing him up to be in that fucking ring, to leading him to ruin his own fucking life.
His receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him a receipt. Go tag his shit.
To hurt somebody that AJ also has a fucking problem with. You can't fucking tell me that's not. I don't believe in coincidence.
He was basically trying to put the blood on someone else's hands.
Exactly, because he's not going to do it himself.
And they're saying that he apparently had a beef with Syko Stu. We didn't even know about this either. So that is like, I'm telling y'all, we might be like, they might need a Netflix documentary for this, because, a lot of people are covering this and everything, and there's new details coming out, every hour. But I mean, you peel back the layers on this situation, and there might be a lot more to this than we think, because it's bizarre to say the least. Anyways, go check out the whole video on the Scaling Up podcast, and check out some videos on, the whole situation. A lot of people have covered it, from beginning to end, including all of these situations with Rampage Jackson and his son, on Kick, going around IRL streams and doing a bunch of wild and saying a bunch of stuff before this whole thing even occurred, which, I mean, it's looking bad for Raja Jackson. It really is. And, hopefully Syko Stu pulls through and, hopefully recovers from this. It's looking bad, man. This entire situation is horrible. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Peace.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, you keep procrastinating over and over. No, do it right now. Been all day on the phone anyhow. Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.